Up, everybody. It's me, Malachi here, playing on our creative world. We are going to take another tour in our creative world. Aspen won't be joining with me today. She will on our next video. But I want to show y'all everything that is new on here. We haven't shown y'all in a while. Um, we haven't took a tour in a while. And I want to talk about a couple things on here as I'm showing y'all. So let's get into it. Alright, first I want to show y'all our tower. This is where we try to start all of our videos, or at the beginning of our videos. Blah, can't speak. But yeah, so I built this so we can have a little starter where we can start our videos, and we have a crafting table, a cooker, and then that right there is what we click on to play hide and seek. Y'all have seen that in our hide and seek video, which we will do another one of. And then here's our chest that we can store all of our stuff in. And then we can get up from here. Forgot to close the door. There we go. And it brings you all the way down to the ground. And then here we have a bed, storage, all of my storage stuff for our hide and seek and when we play survival. Aspen hasn't made her side yet, but she will eventually. And then here's the tower. It's ginormous. We also put 2 crosses here also, so that's new. But there's our tower. I like it. I like it for starter videos when we start our videos, but yeah. So there's that. And then if we go down here, here's another starter base I made. Well, I made, but it's kind of hard to do. Not really hard to do, but if you don't have a flat side of a mountain, it's a little hard to make. But here it is. It's a little cave house. You got your enchantment area here, all of your potions and all that stuff here. Then you have your cook station, your storage station, bedroom, crafting table, and a little aquarium. This is my favorite part, is the aquarium. But yeah, here's our little mountain starter house. And then here's our heart for Valentine's Day starter house, which y'all already seen, but I'm going to show y'all again anyway. You come in here, you got a garden on both sides, and you go up to the next floor. You got your bed, storage, crafting, all that fun stuff. More storage, a little table that you can sit at, and all that fun stuff. So let's go here now. So there's the mountain starter house, the other mountain starter house, which is for Valentine's Day. That's what we made that. Let's look over here. Here is our Eiffel Tower. I built this. It was a fun little build. I know y'all already seen it. I'm sure y'all seen it a whole bunch in the videos we make here, but originally this was going to be one of our starter houses where we can put, storage, crafting, cooking, enchantment, bedrooms, all that fun stuff. This might be one of our future builds in one of our future survival worlds, but yeah, so it's made out of copper. All copper. As you can tell, I had to keep replacing it with new copper because it keeps turning green. But yeah, there's our Eiffel Tower. We did have the end portal here, but we're gonna move the end portal into this temple that I just recently made, which I kind of love this temple. It wasn't that hard to make. I made some tweaks to it. As you can tell, the stairs look a little wonky. I'm still tweaking with it. But up in here is you got a portal. You got your gardens on the side of it. And then on one of these sides, I think there's two sides, I think, that I have secret entrances in. It's not really secret though, if I can open the door correctly. But you come in here, open this, and then this is where we're going to put our end portal down here underneath the temple, and there's another entrance that you can come into that for some reason don't want to work. Maybe it's because of the other one on the other side. There we go. And that leads you out to here, to the other side. So there's our temple and our Eiffel Tower. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then here's this tower. I like this tower also. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. We can use this as a another little starter thing where you can put a bed, storage, all that fun stuff in it too. This didn't take me too long to build. It was pretty simple. But if you go in here, this is our little cave area. It takes you... I'm going to fly because it's going to take too long on the train. On the cart. But it takes you to like 3 or 4 different villages that are around the map, which I'm still adding on to. I haven't added on here onto the train in a minute because I've been doing other stuff, been busy doing other stuff. But here's one of the views of a cave we get, which I didn't cover this off because I thought that was really cool to see. Is that cave, and that looks like a big giant dripstone. That's pretty cool. But let's continue on. Now up here, up these stairs, it leads you to a village. And here's the village. Our house, as you can see, is all the way over there. So that train goes underneath this mountain all the way up to here. And it also goes all the way from here all the way over there to that other village. Every beacon is a village that we're building to. But I just wanted to show you that. I don't think I showed you that last time. I thought that was pretty cool. But let's get back to our village. Our city, actually. It's a city. Not really a village. And show you some more fun stuff we've done. Now, I don't think I've shown you all this, but this is our garden. It has basically everything you would need to survive. It has honey, bees, I mean, every single crop, I believe, that you would need to survive. But yeah, here's our... I really like this design, so I'm definitely going to keep using this garden design. It's just really fun to do. And then this garden over here, I don't know what happened to it, but we'll eventually make it look a lot better. We might extend it all the way out here to connect with that one. I don't know yet. But here's Aspen's house, everybody. She had to rebuild it because lightning struck and burnt it all down. Well, not all of it down, but most of it. I was over building the hotels over there, and it just completely burnt. I didn't realize it when I was building the hotels, well, the hotel, but let's go look on the inside. Here's the inside. She hasn't decorated yet. She just got done building it. But it looks kind of like her old house. Don't mind the glass here. We were playing one day and we weren't filming, and she couldn't break the blocks for some reason, but we eventually got that fixed. And then this is the second floor. Here's the third floor. Pretty nice, pretty nice. It's a little bit different than from her old house, but it really don't look too much different. Alright, let's move on to here. Here is my very first house that I've built on this world. Well, not this one, but this is like the second one I actually built in this spot. But the first house I didn't like. It was way before I started filming and creating YouTube videos. But this is the second version. It's kind of like Aspen's house over there. I borrowed her blueprint and we made it over here. We made it just bigger and made it at pink and white. But we use this. This is our little farm, which half of our animals have disappeared. We have an orchard of cherry blossoms and bees. We got our flowers over here. We got another garden back here with everything you would need. And then over here is more trees, and we have paths that go everywhere. I mean, we have a bridge that go all the way over here that we need to connect to Aspen's base. We have a bridge that goes to the Easter egg island, to our starter home islands, to that village, to the starter home over there. Eventually, we will make paths that come from the main island that goes to her house. Like I said, we got to put one in her house. And then we'll make little paths that go to every single build we've made. Stairs, paths, tunnels, and whatever else we can think of. But let's go look at... We looked at this house. Let's look on the inside. I'll show you all the inside of it. Now, I made this little awning here because I like crystals. And I like how they sound and how they look. And then, okay. I don't know why I said and then okay, but... Here's the first floor. It's kind of like a modern house. It has, your chests. There's a little rabbit. It has your armor stands. It has your enchantment table. It has your kitchen with all your necessities. Down there is our mine, which I'm not going to go all the way down there, but I'll show you right there. Now the second floor, and then this floor goes down into our secret tunnels, which I'll show y'all later. But up here is going to be our storage room. We're going to have all these labeled with different storage items. Y'all saw in the last video, we made me building half of this. I haven't finished it, but that's the second floor. The third floor is just a master bedroom. But let's go over to the Easter egg island. I made this bridge because I made this when it was Easter. And I just like all the different colors and Easter colors. But here's the Easter island. They're supposed to look like eggs, but I'm not really good at making egg buildings. But they're also little starter houses, too. You open up, come here, got a bedroom, bed, storage containers, your cooking, and your crafting. The other one looks just the same. But yeah, there's the Easter egg island. And then here... This little tower, we made into our disposables, emptying out our inventory. So we ain't, filling up our inventory with stuff, and we can get rid of what we need. So we just stand here and just throw it out into the lava. So that's basically what this is. But I might put floors in here and put little storage containers too. But over here, here's our starter houses. This is like the main area. That's why I put a clock tower. This is a clock tower. It's pretty cool looking. Nothing really interesting on the inside, but yeah. But yeah. And then here's a starter house. It's a 2-player starter house. You got your bedrooms up top. You got a little path to go to the other bedroom. Down here, you got your, your storage stuff, crafting, all that fun stuff, enchantment. And then around here, you got your garden. I don't think the other side don't have a garden, but this side does. A community garden. Then over here, this is one of my favorites. It's the cherry blossom starter house. You got your bedrooms. It's like a 1, 2, maybe 3 bedroom house. You got your bedroom here, garden here, kitchen here, storage back here, which we could turn into bedrooms. This is going to be an extra bedroom. Up here, you got your enchantment, potions, crafting table, and then in here is the other bedroom, like the master bedroom. But yeah, here's the master bedroom. Here's the cherry blossom house. One of my favorite builds on here. It's pretty cool. And then here's one. Also, this is a starter house as well. You got your bed and stuff upstairs. That's really it upstairs. Downstairs, storage, all the stuff you would need to survive in your starter house. Garden up front. In the back here, you got another garden. And then a place to put your animals. And a place to get upstairs to the bedroom. But yeah, there's that one. And I really do like that one too, but here's this one also. This is a duo house. It's different colors. I like how it turns into different colors. It's pretty cool. This one doesn't have anything in it, but you can put a wall up here if you wanted to block the houses apart if you wanted to. But there's nothing really in here. There's an upstairs, which is really big enough for just a bed and a chest. But other than that, it's a pretty good house, which I probably could take this wall down and maybe make it a 3 block wide. But I just haven't done that. So there's that one. Here's the top part of it. I think it's really cool. Then over here is my very first village I made in this world. It's pretty cool. I could have done better on the houses, which I might upgrade their houses eventually. But we got a big old library here. So we got the library, then we got their garden, which the gardeners are not doing good. And then we just got different houses so they can go into. And then over here we got the campsite, which we are working on rebuilding. And then we got this path, which I gotta redo because I used the wrong crystals. But over here is our treehouse starter houses. So you got the oak, and then you got the cherry blossom. That's how you get in it. Here's the other side to get in. But I just do this because I'm in creative mode. Fly up over here. There's also nothing in here yet, but we will eventually put stuff in here. Same on the other side, nothing. But that's that build. And then I don't know if y'all seen in our last or one of our videos, but we made a roller coaster trampoline park, which we're going to be upgrading and doing more tweaks to and making it look a lot better. But there's our little trampoline park and roller coaster park. And then we're thinking about maybe doing a Halloween town around here or doing the Halloween town over here. But I'll show y'all here in a minute. But here's our Bahamas. We're going to still add some little shops and do a little more tweaking too. But we got the little beach bay where you could lay out on the beach. Got a little turtle. And you can lay out on the sand. We got the umbrellas. We got a little tiki bar. You can sit, eat, drink, whatever you would like. And then got a little swimming area, pool, or water slide, and a little house. Over here we got a little on the beach house. And then over here we got our gift shop. Come in, pick what you want. Now up top is the house, or is a bedroom anyway, where y'all can come sleep if y'all wanted, which we still have to put beds in, but we're going to change all this grass into sand to make it more look like the Bahamas. There's our little palm trees. They don't really look like palm trees, but they are. Here's this lighthouse I made, which I like it, but I might change it to a modern lighthouse, which wouldn't be too hard. And just move that one down there where we're going to do medieval stuff. Medieval timey builds. Here's our surprise on the Bahamas, which we haven't started on. We've been super busy. This is going to take about 7 to 8 days to build, which we will eventually get done. I keep telling y'all that, but we will. And over here we have the hotels, some hotels for the Bahamas. Here's one. I will build the other two on camera, on video, so y'all can see, but here's our parking garage. And then if you go this way, this is the... I mean, we had to build stairs, but go all the way up to every single floor, which you really can't get into, really. But every single floor, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. 5 rooms, so there'll be like 10 rooms once I get that one built, and 15 rooms. Back here is going to be a mansion for the Bahamas, which we haven't finished either. This will take us. This is going to take us a while to build, obviously. We just haven't finished it yet. But over here, we got another village I built, which I do like this one too. Got a house here, gardens, house here and here, and then another little garden over here. And then a fountain in the middle, which I'm going to upgrade the fountain to something else because I don't really like that fountain. But here, this is where we're going to do our Christmas village. We decided we're not going to do it here. We're going to probably do the Halloween here. Even though I just said we might do it over there. We haven't really decided yet. But here might be the best spot. But we'll see when we get to that point. But here, here is another village. I keep losing my voice for some reason. That I built. It has snowmen and it has villagers in the house. But they're sleeping right now. Because it's nighttime. There's not really any way to get in here unless you break the glass. It's supposed to be like a snow globe. But I haven't, it's very hard to make a circular globe with glass in Minecraft. But there's our little village. I showed y'all over there, yeah. Okay. And then over here, this village was here when I started to build. So I did not build this village, but there's that village. It's just a modern village. But over here is our McDonald's. I think y'all seen me build this in our last video. It used to be over here where this villager is standing, but I didn't like how close it was to the Bahamas, so I moved it up here. And then here's the inside. I think it looks like a McDonald's. If you just need to see the vision, if you know what I mean. But it's like an old time, newer McDonald's, not an old timey with all the colors. Here's the menu, the drive-through window. But yeah, over here is going to be the coffee shop, which we will build on one of our other videos. A coffee shop, and then over here, either right there or closer to the McDonald's and coffee shop, I'm going to build the ice cream shop for our follower. He wants us to build an ice cream shop. I will get to that. I keep saying that, but I promise I will. I've just been so busy. There's so much I've been doing. And anyway, here is my house that I use and live in right now. It's right here. I built this one. I built basically all this, but here it is. I got my garden here where I can come out, pick what I need, and then go up here. These are little houses, so when we turn it into a realm and y'all need to have a little starter house until you get all the stuff you need to make your house and go find where you want to build, you can stay there or stay in one of our starter houses. But you come up here to the main area where your kitchen is, storage, more storage, which I don't know why the doors are open, and then more storage over here, and then my little library is over here. Pretty fun, pretty fun. And then up the stairs. The stairs go to outside, so here's the outside. This is what I get to see when I come up these stairs, but you come in here. Let me close these so the iron golems don't go everywhere. I got my storage. I got my enchantment tables. And then up here I got my trophy room. So my trophies, my armors, my heads. And then over here, I made this little door, which I'm not really good at redstone, but I thought this was pretty cool. You hit this lever, and it opens like that. And then you go through here, hit that, and it closes back up. And then you can go up here. And this is my bedroom, where I go to sleep. I can look at my ender chest, and then go back down. And then I have a exit too, so if I don't want to go out the door, I can go out right here. But there's like no entrance. Yeah, there it is. There's a button right here. And then, oop, I'm going upstairs. And then you just go this way, open the door. Just click this little thing, close it right up. But that's my house. I might add some different things. I might dig into the mountainside here, extend my house in the mountain. We'll just have to see. But this area is basically going to be surrounded, as you can see, with trees, because I like to live in the forest. Eventually, we're going to put a barn here to kind of connect with the house. Not really connect with it, but same color theme. And then here's where my room is. It's up here on the tower. In the tower. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, now back here, we're starting to extend our city. We've kind of been building only in this little area, which I kind of extended this way a little bit. And over here. But over here, we're going to extend. We're going to build our medieval time era city over here, where we're going to have castles. We might have a castle over here, some more towers, a medieval village. Here's Aspen's tower. Her tower is going to be an enchantment tower, y'all. Enchantment for you can go enchant. Mine's going to be a library / enchantment. Now, on our last video, this is not what my tower looked like, but I came on here earlier. I redid it and tweaked it a little bit. But if y'all want to see part 2, please like and comment, and follow and share these videos. And especially if you want to see part 2 of us building these towers, please put down in the comments part 2. And we will definitely give y'all a part 2 of us building these towers. But yeah, we're going to put our medieval time area here and extend it a little out into the snow. Now, out here in the snow, we might put our Christmas city more over here, like on the mountain, or Christmas village up here on the mountain. It's going to be the North Pole. So we might do that on the mountain. We'll probably put a castle up here. So we'll probably do a castle over there, a village, some more towers, some more fun stuff over in that area. But on the last thing I have to show y'all is our beautiful rainbow that we built. We built this rainbow because this village is peaceful. We love everybody, peaceful and beautiful, and just enjoy it. We enjoy making these videos, and we hope y'all enjoy making these videos too. Or watching these videos, not making them. Eventually, we would love y'all to come on with us when we have a realm and play and build whatever y'all want on here. But please let us know what you want us to build on this world and on our flat world. Please put it in the comments. We would love it. I mean, we love getting on here and building. And we would love to have our city grow, but we want y'all's builds on here. So please let us know. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Put down in the comments part 2 if you want to see part 2 of us building the towers. And put down in the comments also which tower y'all like the most. And I hope you like, subscribe, follow, comment. That's the same thing as subscribe. And share these videos. Please share the love. We love y'all. I'm saying we love y'all for Aspen. She's not with us today on this video. But peace out, everybody. Bye.